Lately, everything may feel unfamiliar all of a sudden. Not wrong, just slightly off. The same places feel different. The same routines feel distant. Even familiar faces feel harder to read. Nothing dramatic happened. Life did not fall apart. Yet something shifted inside you. This feeling can be unsettling, because when things feel unfamiliar, the mind looks for a reason. It asks what changed and why. But often, nothing outside actually changed. The shift happened internally. Your perception adjusted quietly. When perception changes, the world feels different, even if it looks the same. This can create a sense of disconnection. You may feel like you are observing life, instead of being fully immersed in it. This distance can feel lonely, but it is not emptiness. It is awareness. Awareness appears when automatic living fades. You are no longer moving through life on autopilot. Small details stand out. Moments slow down. Things you once ignored now feel noticeable. This heightened awareness can feel uncomfortable because the mind prefers familiarity. Familiarity feels safe. But safety often belonged to an older version of you. That version relied on assumptions about who you were, what mattered, what your life should look like. When those assumptions loosen, certainty weakens, and uncertainty appears. Uncertainty is often mistaken for danger. But uncertainty is not harmful. It is transitional. It signals that something internal is reorganizing. Trying to force comfort during this phase often increases tension. Distraction may help temporarily, but the unfamiliar feeling returns, because it is not asking to be avoided, it is asking to be acknowledged. This phase does not arrive by accident. It appears when inner growth outpaces outer structure. Your life still looks the same, but you are not the same inside. That mismatch creates unfamiliarity. This is not confusion, it is recalibration. And recalibration always feels strange at first. When things feel unfamiliar, the mind tries to restore certainty. It searches for answers. It wants explanations. But this phase does not respond to logic. It responds to presence. The unfamiliar feeling signals that old reference points no longer apply. You are no longer guided solely by habit. Habits once provided stability. They told you how to act, what to expect, who to be. When inner awareness grows, those instructions lose authority. You begin sensing instead of assuming. This shift creates a gap between reaction and response, between impulse and awareness. The gap can feel disorienting because it removes automatic certainty. But this gap is not a problem. It is a pause that allows clarity to form. During this phase, Life may feel slower. You may feel less motivated to push, less interested in proving. This is not stagnation, it is integration. Integration happens when inner change needs time to settle. If you rush forward, you risk rebuilding old structures that no longer fit. That is why patience matters here. When you allow this phase to unfold, subtle insights appear. You begin noticing what drains you, what feels heavy, what feels forced. At the same time, you may notice a pull toward simplicity, toward quiet, toward honesty. This pull is not withdrawal. It is alignment forming. As alignment strengthens, the unfamiliar becomes clearer, not threatening, just different. Over time, a new sense of familiarity emerges, not based on routine, but based on awareness. You feel present again, grounded, not because life returned to the old way, but because you adjusted to a new way of perceiving. Everything feeling unfamiliar all of a sudden is not a sign you are lost. It is a sign that you are no longer asleep. And this phase always appears before deeper understanding settles in. Clarity does not arrive loudly. It arrives quietly, through patience, through observation, through allowing the unfamiliar to become known.